Hello friends. So today we will talk about cell structure and cell function. So I had already told you, if we talk about any living organism in this universe, be it bacteria, be it virus, plant, animal, if I talk about anything which has got life, it is made up of a cell. To talk about a typical cell, it has got a cell membrane which allows the entry and exit of molecules into and out of the cell. It has got a cytoplasm in which all the organelles will move around. It's a jelly-like substance. It has got a nuclear membrane and a nucleoplasm in which the genetic material would be in. So this is how the typical cell would look like. Now coming into the difference between cell membrane and cell wall. Cell membrane is present in all the cells, whereas cell membrane is present only in plants, bacteria, fungi, and algae. Cell membrane is semi-permeable, so it allows only selective molecules to enter or exit from the cell, whereas cell wall is fully permeable. The main function of cell membrane is to protect the protoplasm, whereas the main function of cell wall is to protect the cell membrane and maintain shape of the cell and rigidity of the cell. Cell membrane is basically alive and active, whereas cell wall is inactive and non-living. Cell membrane, they are made up of lipids, proteins, and carbohydrates, whereas cell wall, it is made up of peptidoglycans in bacteria, chitin in fungi, and cellulose in plants. So there are two kinds of cells. One is prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. This is based on the structure of the cell. So eukaryotic cells like animals and plants and prokaryotic are the primitive cells. The basic difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells has membrane-bound nucleus, membrane-bound organelles, whereas prokaryotic cells do not have any membrane-bound nucleus or membrane-bound organelles. In eukaryotic cell, we have the linear DNA with histones as genetic material, whereas in prokaryotic cell, we have cellular DNA. In eukaryotic cell, basically the reproduction takes place by mitosis, whereas in prokaryotic cell, it is binary fission. In eukaryotic cell, even if the cell wall is present, it is very simple, like say cytoskeletons. But whereas in prokaryotic cells, we have complex cell wall and there is no cytoskeleton present. In eukaryotic cell, we have big ribosomes, whereas in prokaryotic cell, we have very small ribosome. However, for both eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell, we have flagella. They have plasma membrane for selective entry and exit of molecules. Both there is cell division taking place, whether it is mitosis or binary division, cytoplasm, ribosomes, all are present. So this is a typical structure of a prokaryotic cell, which has capsule, cell wall, plasma membrane, cytoplasm, ribosome, plasmid, pili, bacterium flagella, and nucleate. To talk about the function of each and every part, we have cell wall, the outermost structure which helps to protect the cell from rupture or any other organism. Then inside that we have a plasma membrane or cell membrane which acts as a barrier which all the nutrients and waste must pass. Then we have nucleate, which contains the genetic material. Then we have the ribosomes, which is a site of protein synthesis. Then we have cytoplasm, which is a site of chemical reactions of life. It is a jelly-like structure. Then we have other organelles like mesosome, plasmids, food granules or food vacuoles for storing food. Coming to the external side, we have small hair-like structure called as pili, which helps to attach itself to any other bacteria, and we have long thread-like structure called as flagella, which helps in the movement of the cell. So thus we saw in a prokaryotic cell, we have plasma membrane, we have cell wall, flagella, ribosomes, we did not find any organelle or any membrane bound organelles, etc. Okay, next we come to the eukaryotic cell, and the basic two kinds of eukaryotic cells are the animal cells and the plant cells. So there are two kinds of cells in eukaryotic cells, one is animal cell and one is plant cell. So to talk about the structure and function of eukaryotic cells, first the cell boundaries, which is the plasma membrane, which separates the inside of the cell from the surrounding environment. So it controls whatever is to enter into the cell and whatever is to exit out of the cell. Thus, it helps to maintain hemostasis. So plasma membrane is a two-layered substance which has got a proteins and phospholipids. Then we have the nucleus. The nucleus, it basically contains the DNA and controls whatever functions that takes place inside the cell. It is surrounded by a membrane like nuclear membrane, and it also contains the nucleolus inside the nucleus. So a nucleus also has got a membrane, and that membrane is called as a nuclear membrane. Okay, next coming to the nucleus. Inside the nucleus we have nucleolus, which produces ribosomes, and we have the outer membrane and inner membrane of a nucleus. Inside that we have a nucleoplasm in which the nucleolus is there, and also the chromatin which floats around in the nucleolus. It has got the DNA and the genetic information which is there in the cell. Next, coming to the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is of two types. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum, one is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. First, what is endoplasmic reticulum? It is a series of folded membranes attached to nucleus, and it helps to transport material throughout the cell. This rough endoplasmic reticulum, it has got ribosomes attached to it, and that is why it is used to make proteins and ship throughout the cell. Whereas smooth endoplasmic reticulum do not have any ribosomes attached to it. So, it produces and stores lipids and detoxify poisons. Next, coming to ribosomes, they are the site of protein synthesis. So, once this ribosome synthesizes protein, it also helps to make RNA. So, ribosomes have got two units, one is large subunit and a small subunit, and there the RNA will go enter, and then after that there will be the synthesis of RNA. Okay, now next coming to the energy, from where the cell get energy. It is mitochondria, that is the powerhouse of the cell. So this breaks down the sugar molecules to produce energy, and here the cellular respiration takes place. So it has its own DNA. It also has two membranes. One is the outer membrane and the inner membrane. There are also finger-like structures over there. Next, coming to chloroplast. Chloroplast, it is basically the site of green pigment that is there in the plants. So it is a site of photosynthesis. It captures light energy and converts it into chemical energy. It also has its own DNA and has two membranes. They are green because they contain the pigment called as chlorophyll. Next, coming to the other organelles like vacuoles or vesicles. They are membrane-bound structures. They are temporary storage of food, water, enzymes, and other materials that enter or leave the cell. Then we have lysosomes, which are membrane-bound vesicles again, and they contain digestive enzymes. They also break down waste, food, old organelles, etc. After that, we have the Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus, they are made of membranes described as stacks of pancakes, and they are used for packages, stores, and ships out materials such as proteins, lipids, etc. So they will just send a sac out, and then that goes and enters into the particular form, say a lysosome, etc. Okay. So we have discussed in an animal cell, if I talk about, first and foremost, there is nucleus. Right from inside, there is nucleus, in which we have the nuclear envelope that is present, which is a membrane enclosing the nucleus. Protein linked pores allow materials to move in and out. We have the chromatin, which is present, which is DNA plus the associated proteins like histones. Then we have the nucleolus, which is the condensed region where ribosomes are formed. Then outer area we have the peroxisome, where waste are being metabolized. Then we have the endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, which is associated with ribosomes, makes secretory and membrane proteins. The other is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which makes lipids. Then we have the cytoskeletons, which are present, which has the microtubules, which forms the mitotic spindle and maintains cell shape. Then we have the centrosome, wherein the microtubule organizing center. Then we have intermediate filament that holds the organelles in place. Then we have microfilament, which are fibrous proteins which forms the cellular cortex. Then we have the plasma membrane,